Welcome. This is a unique home. I would like to just let you look for a moment to take some of it in. This is a one-of-a-kind home. You can see there's art even in wall art, literally, as well as original paintings. This is a large collection that's been curated of Mexican artists, contemporary. This is a one by Rooster Brockman. He likes patterns. His visions are a naivete in some cases and some very organic. Some of the patterns that he creates expressing, or is that a migration of animals, or is that something Mayan or Aztec to make us aware of? And is that total circle of yellow the sun? Is a kid capturing them or releasing them? He has messages sometimes hidden in his paintings. This one here above the TV is the animal and the man. This is very appropriate next to the beautiful pottery of another artist that has pieces throughout the house. And here we have the lady. The image in this one is for you to imagine what you want to see. I think it complements beautifully the room, and there's no purpose, no cushions to distract from the contemplation you can have with the art. Each one of these rooms opens to a beautiful ocean view. It's important to see that this is the Conchas Chinas beach, which is great for snorkeling too. Beautiful sand. This is a panoramic view. So you feel as if you're on the ocean, but you have this higher perspective. And I understand we have already a number of whales in the bay. So this large terrace extends to in front of both of the two bedrooms. So it's a huge indoor-outdoor part of the house. This is one of the important ceramics this owner collected, quite unique. Capella was responsible for many of the pottery, but also Rooster Brockman is included in this curated collection with his pottery. This is a typical Capella scene, and the owners had all their pottery in the kitchen based on this artist. So why is this so unique? Well, I think this story is important to tell about the couple that owned this home. It's only been owned by them, and now their heirs are going to regrettably continue their lives and not have this as a part of their home. This couple came and they were very quiet the first time I met them. They were shy. We went into a new construction, a plank. And this is the only unit that has the high ceiling besides the penthouse. There are 8 other units, a total of 10. And from that point on, they became to blossom. When they started collecting art, it was because they had met some of the art people here, Jan Lavender being one with the first gallery. And she taught them art. And they would exposed to it, and it made, I saw it change them. They blossomed more, they did more things. They also contributed to many charities, and they totally enjoyed this environment. So this is special. If no one will ever have anything exactly like this, but it's a tribute to their learning, and I think you can sit here and you can feel peaceful. Look at this amazing, I don't know who the artist was for this, and perhaps they used an artist and contributed like they do with in the park where the owners get to do some of the art themselves. I don't know who collaborated on this, but I think it's wonderful. You can see, if you look hard enough, try to see some images in there. So the art, that's the sculpture and the paintings are one section, and then you have art walls, literally. One would be the one behind this painting is art too, a painting. I think it was mixed with a clay and dried and then painted over, and then as painted over after adding all the texture, and then finished with a sealer, a glaze color. That probably took a while to do. And then there are hidden ones, surprises. Look up here in the top. That artist worked with and added these forms because these were originally not what the builder provided. And it's amazing that the open glass over the doors, you don't normally see that anything but a big, nice home. Some people call it a clerestory window when you have more glass above the lintel. It gives you so much more light. And you can see there are subtle arches throughout this house, curves. So you won't, on these beautiful floors, only a little dress up, and these were indigenous weavings that they used just as touches. These chairs and wooden table are reminiscent of some of the rancho. These are all the hardwoods, so they could very well be peroda. In the rancho, they just get a hardwood and carve it. So we don't have any traditional hallway. You come in again with a slight curve. This is the guest bedroom. Again, with the magnificent terrace to be enjoyed with the furniture outside. This is a really great floral. And the artist did some of these light fixtures. This doubles as an armoire for hanging clothes. It's very simple in here. You enjoy the outdoors and the art, and you go to sleep. I think this is the same artist that did the wall in the dining area, and wanted to just make it look older. These walls, otherwise, are important to know. The developer was insistent that everything be set in with a combination of stones and bricks, and then the cantera. He came every day and marked on things that he wanted the builders to redo, the construction workers. This was 1999, and we were losing some of the artisans at that time, but he wanted to make this one evoke the art and the way they built the homes from, the 50s, 60s, and 70s. It's a great trade-off because the homes there are very expensive below, and they take the brunt of the wind or waves, and then it's as if you're on the ocean here because of your perspective. Notice how quiet it is. Now, shall we look at the master? Here's where someone had fun. Look at the working on this wall. Is that a candle? Is that a door? And then, is that a crab? Is that a little deer? which would be evocative of the huichols. And here is this a king, queen? What are the figures in this one? It could almost be a Madonna with a child, but you're not quite sure, so you can use your imagination. And this is probably the premier wall, in my opinion, it's the two. And again, you see the heavy clay put on the wall and stabilized, and maybe impressing things in and taking them out. That took and it dried perfectly, it didn't crack. I mean, that's an achievement. And here are the three sisters, you would say. And again, the view from the terrace. They even chose, in keeping with this theme, to change the texture here. And here's your Conchas Chinas beach. You could get a different perspective here, and some more of the sand part. It actually was a writing desk. The textures and the colors, I think, beautifully show the careful eye that the couple had acquired from years of collecting art and learning more. Look at the feet, the curls, and then the chair would be a perfect combination because it's the carved wood and not metal. So I like how it's all put together. This is tecul, I believe. That's a pinker stone that was only from one state. Here you can certainly see this is a master with very ample storage space, a closet space. And it has a little wall here around the outside, so it gives it further light and privacy. And many people still like a tub, so we have a tub here. A beautiful open kitchen where you can, so every view is of the outside, every view is of the ocean here. And another place to do faux walls, and another place to put some of the paintings that blend in with the story of the house. Because I like particularly the chairs above the door. Is that to welcome you, come and sit down and let's talk, or let's look at and just be quiet and look at everything around us. You will notice there are arches throughout the whole building. And that is, again, a typical Vallarta style approach that we have learned about. Why do we have modern homes that are also square? The arch is one of the oldest iconic shapes. And I think it perfectly suits this home, even with modern appliances. So it's so nicely done, but so workable that it's right here in your face. It's the entry in the house. And I've never seen another kitchen that could stand that scrutiny. This just it's organically a part of the entry. And the artists they had fun again with the walls and even putting in a ceramic piece. So we named this Casa des Artistes, and we know it fits the whole unique building, a condominium that it is. We don't use the name in the listing as much because people need to know how to get to this building first. And the building is very low key. So this is a very well done building, sort of a secret jewel that not many people get to see because there are only 10 owners here, and they don't open it to the public. There are a couple of places I'd like to show you that are part of the building. This is the common area. It's extraordinary. You've seen these kind of fountains and patios in grand homes. I find this space amazing. So this is how carefully you see you have 3 units below. So they're also subtle. You see arches, you see terraces, you see greenery, and then you notice there's other units. And using the sayasía, still keeping it as part of the cantera ledge. This is all what's beautiful in Vallarta, and it's being lost. Just look at the detail on that wall across from the pool with the bell in it. Beautiful foliage. I mean, everything's very simple. It's made of rocks, stones, clay, and plants. And the detail with taking time to design a wall with texture and design instead of all of it being solid. To conclude, this area brings us to the gym. It's a well-equipped gym. So now we're above Santa Barbara, where you can go right to the beach or left to the beach.